Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be talking about Shemira, who is now live on the VN server, and she has not received any change to any of her abilities since the testing on Pioneer, which means she's exactly identical as she was there. The thing I want to talk about in today's video is that Shemira is actually seeing use in the Plague Creeper Dream Run boss in probably the overall top team. Look at this image. There was a team that Half Moon ran. The team credit goes to Min, who came up with the team. We're using Shemira, and Shemira did over 70 billion damage on her own in Plague Creeper, even exceeding the damage that Talene does, and basically a great option for people who do not have Talene. So I'm going to show you this replay from Half Moon. If you take a look at his account, it's basically Paragon 2 or Paragon 3 heroes across the board, and also he's going to have the Blast Charms onto Shemira. So we're going to go ahead and start. So this is going to be the formation, Blast Charms onto Shemira. They are also refined, but I don't think that is really that essential. And now the twins, but otherwise the heroes are basically, I believe, the same as the top Talene comp, although there's also Ludovic in here, which I think is a little bit different. But this is a really cool idea because it's using heroes which are definitely more free-to-play friendly compared to the current top Plague Creeper comp, and that comp can only get up to 155 billion damage around with maximum RNG. And when you look at this, watch this, the AoE damage from Shemira is insane. It gets 152 billion damage, which is an amazing score. When you take a look here, the charms are very similar to what you would always recommend and run. But I just wanted to basically highlight that in Plague Creeper, Shemira does seem like a top option. Because when you compare it to the Talene teams, even with a full Paragon 4 account, maxed out charms, you're lucky to even get 155 billion damage, and usually it needs RNG to hit that. So as of right now, this is the top score I've seen from the Shemira comp. Who knows, it might have potential of even beating the Talene team. They're really close. But at the very minimum, what this is showing to you is that for people who do not have Talene, Shemira is a really good sort of budget replacement. And this is one idea people have really been thinking about. If you don't have Talene and you need a strong AoE damage dealer for either Dream Realm uses or other different area game modes, Shemira is going to be the one. She is the best comparable version to Talene, dealing massive ultimate based damage. And really good for bosses that have multiple summons like Plague Creeper. And if we have any more bosses in the future, whether they be Primal Lord or even Dream Realm, that have multiple summons, even like a potential future Ravage Realms, then Shemira is going to be great for them. And definitely for Ravage Realm, even if there's one single opponent, I am sure Shemira is going to be in the top comp. There's pretty much no question about it because her damage output is really, really high. Even in bosses like Crystal Beetle, she's been tried, she can hit over 40 billion damage on her own. And so it isn't quite good enough when you compare it to the overall top teams, because some top teams are really optimized, especially with Mythic Plus charms, like the Shakira comps with Ludovic. But the thing is, before getting Mythic Plus charms, there might be potential for Shemira to be a great damage dealer, like better than Ludovic before his Mythic Plus charms are unlocked, for example. So I actually do believe that Shemira is going to be relatively meta in Dream Realm. Now, for Thalassa, it didn't look, honestly, from what I have tested of it and what I've seen, it doesn't look like she is as good as Odie. Odie seems to be slightly better. I don't know. Maybe this is going to be with more testing. There will be a way to make Shemira actually the best option in Thalassa. It's possible. But if not that, definitely Plague Creeper. She does seem to be very promising. Even if she's not the best, she's definitely the second best team by far. And way better than Cyran, in my opinion, as an AoE damage dealer for Plague Creeper. Apart from that, I don't know. Again, all the Dream On boss teams are so optimized, and like they're mainly one single enemy target. There are no summons, and so it's going to be difficult for Shemira to actually be useful. However, I don't know. She could definitely be a good backup option, like in the third best, fourth best teams, for example, for players who do not have some of the top heroes. So overall, Shemira does have very promising use in Dream Realm, and this is something to keep in mind. And so my recommendation right now, I haven't set it up yet, but I think if you have the resources and you want to recruit for Shemira when she comes out to global, I'll make another video about this when we actually are closer to the time. Then my opinion right now is that it wouldn't be a bad idea to actually recruit for her. And I think on my main account, I probably will recruit her just to Supreme Plus. And you only need to take her up to plus 10 exclusive equipment. That is when she's going to get this true damage as additional damage onto her ghost that she summons during her ultimate. That is really important. Before this upgrade, her damage is going to be very low. But I probably would not recommend getting her to like plus 15 exclusive equipment unless you have plenty of resources and a lot to spare. I think really Supreme Plus, plus 10 exclusive equipment, that is basically what I would recommend for her, just to max out her stats and her potential for free-to-play or lore spender accounts. But she's looking pretty good. Now, the thing is, for PvP, that is where we thought originally she would have maybe the most use. I actually think she's on the weaker side in PvP because of the fact that she's so ultimate dependent. Before casting her ultimate, she hardly provides any value. And like, to get her to cast her ultimate is very difficult. She's squishy. She can easily be assassinated by fast enemy Athalias or any major damage burst at the beginning of the match. However, once she gets her ultimate going, she is pretty much unstoppable force, and so she has that going for her. If you can protect her, maybe put her on the wilder tiles, or have a team comp that really protects her well, then potentially she can be used as a carry for PvP as well. And for AFK stages, yeah, we saw that her damage output is good, but this is the thing with her. She is predominantly a damage dealer, right? And the problem with that is, if there are future heroes which come out which are even better damage dealers than her, which is only a matter of time, because this is how power creep happens, then she loses her value. Because but for right now, she is one of the top AoE damage dealers, and we saw how long Talene has been a top damage dealer even for Dream Realm. So the fact that Shemira is now like coming here, Talene had a lot of time being the best, and if Shemira is now the new best, she may have a lot of time being on that top position as well. So overall, Shemira is looking promising, definitely. I think for most players, she would be more of a priority than Lorsan for sure. The question is she a bigger priority than Cyran? And I would... it is difficult to say. It depends. If you're just optimizing PvE content, like AFK stages in Dream Realm, I would think they're around about equal. Maybe Shemira has a bit of an edge. But for PvP, Cyran definitely, as of right now, has proven to be better than Shemira. With his artifact block as well as his crowd control, he is the better PvP hero. Almost no question about that. So anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about Shemira. I just thought this was really interesting that she's already been used in one of the top play creeper teams. It hasn't beaten the score of the Talene team. However, it was with Paragon 2 heroes, and with a Paragon 4 account, who knows what her potential is. It could even beat that 155 billion damage that the Talene team is able to do. And if not, it's probably, at the very least, the second best team option after the Talene. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Overall, I'm happy because I wanted Shemira to be good, and she is pretty good right now, but it's just not like, you know, she's not like a must-have or game-changing hero as of right now, but she is pretty solid. So let me know your thoughts about Shemira in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. If you guys are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Thanks to all of your support. We have made it to 20,000 subscribers, so a big thank you to all of you for that. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. But thank you for watching. Oh, one final thing about the trial stage. You get 300 diamonds when you complete a hero trial, but it will only be from, I guess, from Shemira onwards heroes being released. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.